They call themselves powder hounds, skiers and snowboarders who flock to Mount Bohemia on the Keweenaw Peninsula after snowstorms for some of the finest expert-level powder skiing in America. Ian Outside columnist Ian Solomon is not quite expert level, but we set him up there anyway to see if he could handle the challenge.
This is what Mount Bohemia is all about. It's the white, fluffy stuff called powder. That's Steve Rowe, a self-professed powder hound, expert skier, guide, and instructor. He knows Mount Bohemia better than anyone.
Run it as far as you can.
And this is me. If you can't tell, I'm not an expert snowboarder. In fact, the first time I set foot on a snowboard was 48 hours ago. I am way up here in the Keweenaw Peninsula, a curved piece of land that juts out into Lake Superior from Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Inside the lodge where it's warm, Steve tells me the lake plays a key role in producing the massive amounts of snow Mount Bohemia gets each winter.
Most of the snow that falls in a winter, especially on the Keweenaw, is lake effect snow. You've got cold air coming from Canada generally, it's well below zero. You've got Lake Superior, largest freshwater lake in the world by surface, which is all that counts, the surface, not volume.
Steve says relatively warm moisture from the lake, combined with that super cold air from Canada, collides with the elevated terrain of the Keweenaw Peninsula, producing something called orographic lifting.
When the air rises and it's cold and juicy like that, lake effect snow falls. And more than half of our snow falls as lake effect.
Go.
And that produces the light, fluffy snowflakes known as powder that skiers love. In fact, the New York Times recently called Mount Bohemia a Midwestern paradise for skiers who dare. Wait, does that say no beginners allowed? Lonnie Gleemerman opened Mount Bohemia in 2000.
Good. Well, you want to show you around a little bit? Please. So first out, what makes it unique is that it's the only real mountain in the Midwest. When I say that, it's a prehistoric volcano. So it skis like more of a rocky mountain.
Looking around this place, at all the yurts that are set up at the base for housing skiers and snowboarders, complete with a restaurant, bar, and hot tub, Mount Bohemia definitely has a certain vibe to it.
So what advice would you give to anybody that's never been here before but wants to make the trek up?
Just bring your equipment, come with friends, and you're gonna have a great time, because really, if you're an intermediate or above, you can handle this.
It's back to the slopes. Let's see if I can handle this. That's me in the bright yellow jacket, with Steve on his skis and my snowboard instructor, Peter Doyle. As you can see, just buckling into my snowboard is challenging. I can only imagine what lies ahead for me. But guys, after a couple of false starts, I'm finally getting the hang of this. I'm actually doing it. Until, wipeout.
Not bad.
Feel like I can keep the balance. It's turning. So turn, hillside.
I'm quickly discovering that falling is just part of the learning process.
Keep it going. Turn left.
And I'm doing a lot of falling. And remember guys, we haven't even gotten on the chairlift yet. I must admit, I'm feeling a little nervous about this, but I'm getting really good advice.
The name of the game is to get, away from the chairlift when you get off of it, and then to not eat it too hard on the way down.
Keep her coming. There you go. Awesome.
All right, guys, we have made it to the top of the mountain. How many trails are available just from this one ski lift?
There's 100+ names. You can go in any direction, 360 degrees. We have lines dropping off this summit point.
So which one are you taking me, a beginner that should not be here in the first place?
Ghost Trail.
Ghost Trail.
Ghost Trail, yep.
Okay, hopefully I'm not one by the end.
And it's the easiest one on the mountain. It used to be a service road for a fire tower that was on the summit. The longest run on the hill, over a mile.
I am not supposed to be here. They are kind enough to keep me alive. Do not come here if you do not know what you're doing. All right, I think we're not gonna get sued now, so we're good to go.
Perfect, yeah. So now we're looking down the top of Ghost Trail here, this little natural half pipe into the fog. And so the goal isn't straight down this mountain. It's going to be side to side. So I'll try to demonstrate a little bit more for you here.
Peter makes it look so easy. Now it's my turn to show off. I am determined to make this work.
So just keep your weight back when you're holding on. Don't lean over.
No border problem.
Control speed.
Despite my frequent falls, I do feel as if I'm getting the hang of this. Sort of, but this place is definitely challenging.
Like I've said many times before, this mountain is not for beginners. It's actually mostly double black diamond trails like this one right here, the outer limit. I will not be going anywhere near there. This is as close as I'm getting. They've been taking me on the Ghost Trail and I've survived so far, so I'm excited to keep going.
Okay, lower down. Oh, you're doing all right. Whoa.
Keep that on camera.
Oh, yeah. That was a wild ride a bit there, huh?
Yeah. So that's what we call catching an edge.
Catching an edge?
Yep. You were on your heel edge and all of a sudden that toe edge found the snow and now you're doing the tumble.
Yeah.
So this will be the next challenge because it gets a little steeper.
It gets steeper?
But Ian, I can see that you've got enough innate recovery moves where with time on snow, you're gonna pick it up.
Yeah. Thanks, because
'Cause you
I couldn't rent these boots. I had to buy them, so I was like, I'm a snowboarder now.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
We are in the final stretch of this mile-long Ghost Trail. We can see base camp below.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Ringing like a throat. There you go.
Oh, sorry, I'm taking them off.
You're allowed. That was 900 feet of vertical.
Let's do it. With Great Lakes Now, I'm Ian outside.
Good.
That's some good stuff to finish on, my friend.
Yeah, I'm proud of today, man.
Dude, I'm proud of you.